EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to historic Baltimore, Maryland, and M&T Bank Stadium. It's all about divisional matchups on this final day of the regular season, and we've got a compelling one in store here, as it'll be the Pittsburgh Steelers taking on the Baltimore Ravens. Two hard-hitting blue-collar franchises, one of the better rivalries going. The Ravens and Steelers are underway. And a signal there for the fair catch, so this opening drive will begin at the 25-yard line. They'll start on the ground with Harris. That's to about the 28. Second down coming up. Well, these two teams met in Pittsburgh earlier in the year, with the Steelers prevailing in that one. So a win here in Baltimore would give them the season sweep. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Harris. Trying to keep those big legs churning, but he's going to go down in the backfield. Now a pause, and there's an injured Raven in need of some assistance. This is just the last thing you want to see in the final week of the regular season. Well, I hope he's okay. We'll step aside and be right back. An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8. Pickett now from the gun here. He's got him in. Complete. He's still on his feet. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Deontay Johnson, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Steelers are on the board first on the road here in Baltimore. Chris Boswell now for the extra point. And he'll put it through to make it 7-0 Steelers.
Makes the score Steelers 7, Ravens 0. Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Devin Duvernay now returning from the end zone. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 27. They'll start on the ground with Dobbins. And he's going to get about 7 yards on that one, up to around the 33. This defense for the Steelers, they were terrific a week ago in the win over Seattle.
There's a little bit of lightning talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week, because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
On 2nd down, here's Jackson. That ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end. And Andrews going to have a Ravens first down as he's up to the 40-yard line. The Ravens at 10-6 now on the year. And they've been playing their best football of the year. Winners of 4 in a row.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And slow going there as he'll only get a yard, maybe, up to the 41. You look at this Steeler defense. They enter play here number 11, just outside the top 10 in the league in stopping the run.
They're not an elite unit. They're not, as what you'd say, the top part of the league against the run. They're a solid group, though. They do a good job. What they're looking for in this one, though, is an elite performance.
Here's Jackson. And that'll be complete to Dobbins. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. It's a gain of 34.
This play is a thing of beauty when it works as designed because they let the running back slip out of the backfield and head down the sideline on a wheel route. Number one, it's easy for him to get lost. And number two, really tough for the linebacker to run with him. And this ball's right on the money and leads to a big play.
Jackson firing quickly out wide for Bateman. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and that'll make it 2nd down. If you're these receivers, you got to be ready because when he's going to throw it quick on that RPO, he's going to throw it quick.
And this is why you spend time with your guy either in the offseason, during the week, the whole bundle. Because sometimes just telepathy. You both see the same thing, and he knows get the ball to him right away.
First carry now for Gus Edwards. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here, 3rd and 5.
And Cameron Hayward's ability to take on blocks, hold the point of attack, and get upfield serves him very, very well. What a nice play there.
Yeah, he can take on blocks because he's built like a block. From the gun, it's Jackson. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And the Ravens are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, you just need the tip of the ball to cross the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape with 1st and goal.
First and goal, and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back. Dobbins will take this into the end zone. It's a Ravens touchdown.
That's a great response here in this first quarter. And what I like about it is how they put this drive together. The other guys scored quickly to start the game, but this was smart football to not feel like you have to go out and score quickly yourself. So they worked the ball down the field, took their time, and finished with the touchdown run.
Tucker with the extra point, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. As the season winds down and you look at them in totality, you know, the offense has struggled. The defense has been pretty good, so I would imagine the changes this offseason may be more on the offensive side of the ball.
And this is where we always hear the term complementary football, because as you noted, the defense has played well enough for them to win games, and the offense has held them back. So they've got to reward that defense by improving on offense. I don't know if you make a change, a quarterback, running back, tight end, it doesn't matter. Get better players, better system, so they can play to the standards of the defense, and the win column will result.
They fire this one quickly to Austin. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. 19 yards that time for number 19.
A gain of 19 yards. And the Steelers first down.
Now a first down carry for Harris. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
From the 46, here's second down and 5. Pickett now to throw off the play fake. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
No surprise at all. They're looking for the big man early in this one. The only surprise for them, he couldn't hang on to the pass.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Pickett. And this is going to be incomplete.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up 4th down.
And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
The partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that that fell harmlessly to the ground. Third down throw incomplete as well.
And that is how you respond after taking one on the chin to begin this game. Give up a first drive touchdown, go back out on defense, and completely shut them down to force a 3-and-out.
He punted 5 times in the win last week as this one's away. On the return is Peterson. That'll be a 43-yard punt, just a single yard on the return. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone. 16 yards right off the bat and a first down. Defensively, they were in the 3-4. Solid run up the middle. What made it successful?
Well, what you have to do is control the nose guard, but sometimes you don't do it by blocking him. You do it by influencing him. Get him moving to one side or the other and hit him back on the opposite.
On 1st and 10, it's Pickett. That's swung out wide to Harris. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. These two teams all tied after one.
7-7.
Steeler football here to begin quarter number 2. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Harris running straight ahead. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. Play 3 of the drive not as successful. They go backwards after those 2 first down gains.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Marcus Williams. And he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown. Now Tucker to add the PAT. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And he'll elect not to run with it. The fair catch will move this out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. Remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. First throw now for the backup, Trubisky. On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
Well, he kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, and he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Off the play fake, here's Trubisky. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
Taken at about the 36. 45 yards, that's what the punt goes for. 5 on the return. And the Ravens, they'll take over.
At their own 41-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
Speed is the name of the game when it comes to RPOs, and sometimes you can be a little too quick, thus inaccurate, incomplete.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. From the gun, Jackson. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That's a gain of nearly 40 yards on third and medium to pick up the first. A bit of a catch for him to remember. That's number 400 for his NFL career. Not a bad number at all. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Now it's Jackson. Over the middle of the backfield. And the Ravens are looking at first and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line.
How about the way they're moving the ball down the field? They had a big play a moment ago. Followed it up with another nice one here. And before you know it, they're already looking at first and goal.
And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
He kept it in his hands and tried to push it across the goal line himself, but the defensive front wouldn't allow him to do so, bringing up second down and a bit farther.
2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on second and goal. Throwing out left and finding Likely. They get only a yard there. Now it's third and goal.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
A big play forthcoming. Here's third and goal. Jackson now. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
And based on my math, they've only converted 1 time thus far in this game, so you can see the frustration starting to come out a little bit. Third downs, they've been a problem for them all game. They've got to start becoming solutions.
Tucker's kick is good, and they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. So that one on target, and it adds to this first half lead.
And maybe we're too early to worry too much about 1-score lead, 2-score lead, etc. But this is where you kind of start banking those points that come in helpful later on.
The Steelers take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They find themselves down 17-7 as they start this drive first and 10. That's some good hard running there as he'll push his way forward for about 5. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. They'll run again with Harris. Pushing his way inside the 40. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. But Trubisky here going to change the play. A run with Harris out of the shotgun. And this one not going anywhere. They get him at the 44 for a gain of just a yard.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
2nd and 9 from the 44. Now they'll throw it with Trubisky. It's brought in by Harris. Oh, he faked it with a juke. Now he's got some room. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. The Steelers able to pick up 18 yards there.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
Now Trubisky on first down. Setting up the screen, Harris. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. They go right back to him for 20 and a first.
And that was a beautifully executed screen pass. They let the rushers get upfield and got the escorts in front, meaning the offensive linemen, other blockers out in front, completed the pass beautifully. So now you've got all that open space with big guys leading the way.
Jadeveon Clowney there on the stop.
We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
He will push his way down to about the 14. They'll pick up only a yard there, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 7. Now keep in mind, if you're thinking of staying on the ground, this is a top 5 rush defense.
Yeah, but I don't think you shy away totally with the run. At least show them the hint of a run before you decide to throw the football.
This will be the 8th play of the drive. It's 3rd and 7. Now Trubisky to throw. He finds Pickens over the middle. And he'll be tackled after a gain of 4. Still 3 yards short. 4th down.
Well, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route. And he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line. But once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. The offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. Oh, and now movement and a whistle, and they may have to rethink their plans on 4th down.
So Pickett is off to the sideline, and Chris Boswell is on for the Steeler field goal try.
From the left hash, just a 32-yard attempt. Boswell's kick is good, and they're back within a touchdown. It's 17-10.
So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps them inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
Duvernay now going to bring it out. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
And with a 7-point lead, they'll likely look to take this to the locker room and not really press the issue.
Throwing now, Jackson on first down.
And looking for Andrews, but this is intercepted.
Jonathan Abram picks it. And it's a huge return as he brings us all the way back down to the 15-yard line.
They'll take over first and 10 at the 15-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's first and 10.
They hand this off to Harris. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Now the Steelers use the second of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime.
This a 2nd and 8.
Here's Trubisky. He gets it complete to Harris. And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds. They'll give him 4 yards there, and they're going to have a 3rd down.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
Well, they were handed great starting field position on this drive, but now they face a 3rd and 4. On the give, this is Harris. And this won't be enough. Stopped a yard short after a gain of 3. 4th down. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. They run for it with Harris. And I'm not sure he got there. Did they stop him? They did. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the 1st down. And the Ravens are going to get the football back. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
And they'll begin inside their own 10, so field position certainly not in their favor here.
And an anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down. It's a pickup of 11 and a Baltimore 1st down. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the 2nd quarter.
Go.
Final play of the half here. It's Jackson. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going to go down. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. One touchdown is the difference. 17-10 our score, and we are back underway on EA Sports.
Duvernay now going to bring it out. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
First and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
This offense set to begin the third quarter. And, Charles, if they had a checklist of things they wanted to accomplish in the first half, certainly at the top of that list would be having the lead, and they've got that here.
That's always the most important box to check, isn't it? But also, they've had some success in their passing game, so probably an empty box establishing the run. They're on pace for fewer than 100 yards in this one, so now they want to make sure that they get that going so they truly have a control in this ball game, and down the stretch, being able to be balanced, either throw it or run it, and try and win this ball game.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards.
To throw is Jackson. Trying to get it to Beckham, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Cole Holcomb, and he'll get this back down to about the 12-yard line.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at the 12-yard line.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
They'll toss to Harris. And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. It was Jadeveon Clowney who got upfield for the stop.
Yeah, another negative play in an early down situation. This one to start the drive. You're putting a lot of pressure on your quarterback to bail you out when you're in 2nd and long yardage.
They run again with Harris. And once again, they stop him behind the line. Great job by this Ravens defense. Just a loss of a yard there, but it's not going to help. Now they face a 3rd and 14.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Now Trubisky. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. Touchdown!
Najee Harris.
A 16-yard touchdown.
And the Steelers take the interception on defense and convert it into 6 points.
Extra point now by Boswell. The kick is through the uprights to tie this game, but hang on a second. We do have a flag.
So they'll go ahead and accept the penalty.
First Boswell, the kickoff for Pittsburgh.
Nothing separating these two teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line.
He'll start with a handoff to Dobbins.
And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3.
Jackson on the give to Dobbins. And the defense closes quickly there, and they'll get maybe a yard to the 33.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Third and 2.
Jackson from the shotgun.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he will have a Ravens first down as they get 5 there on 3rd and 2.
Gotta say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
Oh, that was a thing of beauty right there. Look at how quick those blockers fired off the line once the ball was snapped. That was an O-line on a mission, all in sync. And the defense is lucky that play only picked up 5 yards.
From the 42-yard line, here's a 2nd and 5.
Now Jackson.
And this is into the hands of Andrews downfield.
It's a big play there for Baltimore. 41 yards.
When they needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver. And as this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Here's Jackson. Escaping the pressure right. They'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
No surprise to see him running again here. It's something he's done throughout this season. And that run puts him over 500 yards on the ground for the year. He's got to be thinking to himself, if I'm already at 500, what's to stop me from going for 1,000?
Now 2nd and 9.
Here's Jackson to throw.
There's Flowers. He's got it. Touchdown, Ravens.
A 16-yard touchdown. And the Ravens have broken the tie.
And that drive we just saw that culminated in a touchdown, exactly what many offenses are looking for. Sustained ones that can impose their will on the other team.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and they will take a 7-point lead. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
Austin elects to bring this out of the end zone. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
But partner, if the defense isn't going to adjust and they keep giving them those 5, 6, 7-yard runs over and over, they're likely to run it the whole way to the end zone. They'll be more than happy to take the yardage available and save some of their other plays in the playbook for another time.
Now here's another carry for Harris. Oh, nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle him.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
69 yards rushing for him now as he's done it on 19 carries.
We often give credit to the O-line there. 2 tight end formation. Those tight ends block pretty well also.
Yeah, and that's one of the most dynamic positions in football now. The tight ends who can block at the line of scrimmage at the point of attack, and they can also get downfield and catch the football.
And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
And that's exactly what offenses try to avoid by using motion and throwing different formations up. They hate when he can draw a bead on the play, get a running start, and make a big play behind the line of scrimmage as he did just there.
Now it's Trubisky. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
Had an open man that time. They ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Trubisky will throw. That is incomplete. And the pass there, third and long on your own side of the field. Just couldn't come up with anything.
That's why teams always talk about having to win the early downs, meaning you've got to gain yardage and set yourself up for third and short, because when it's third and long, the odds go down significantly trying to pick up the first down, even throwing the football.
There he goes, right side. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Well, he covered a lot of ground, 82 yards on the punt return. And the Ravens will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the third.
When you got a guy that fast back there to receive punts, that's a nightmare for the guy game planning, the special teams coach, but it's also a nightmare for the punter. Sometimes they get so nervous that they miss-hit the ball and kick it right to him.
Tucker with the extra point, and the lead now up to 14. So after surrendering the punt return for a score, let's see what they can do in turn on this kickoff.
Austin elects to bring this out of the end zone. And they'll be backed up to start this drive as he's taken down right around the 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on first down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
Now a 2nd and 10.
They go play action. Trubisky. He gets it left side of Johnson. And he'll be stopped right at the 30. On a play that started back at the 15, they pick up 15.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
1 quarter remains here as the regular season starts to wind down. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Throwing here, Trubisky. That's swung out wide to Harris. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. The catch and run there, good for 16 in the first. 4th quarter, every drive's so critical, and you figure may only get one more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't save it for the second touchdown. You got
toward the sideline, intercepted. Picked up by Rock Ya-Sin. And the Ravens will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line. Well, time, certainly not on their side offensively. They had to take some chances, but that interception will further hinder their already slim chance at victory.
Yeah, and you're talking about time not on their side, but it certainly is on the defense's side, and they understood that. They knew they had to press it a little bit, and they planned accordingly, and what a benefit for them, able to pick that one off and hopefully put this game away.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef, that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. 2 yards on the pickup there, and that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing, but in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
The offense on 3rd down, they've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 9.
Hey, Ozzy, sit up. Go ahead.
They'll bring a tight end in motion left. Oh, and they sent the man in motion too late. This is going to be a delay.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit.
After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long.
Hey.
Jackson. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need.
Picked off by Joey Porter Jr.
And he will bring this across midfield to the 49-yard line. They run with Harris, and he tries to power forward, but he will not get back to the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, that's pretty symptomatic about how things have gone here. That play was just shut down right from the start.
And not going to give him a lot of confidence to help turn things around. Here's Trubisky to throw. He finds his man, complete. It's Harris. And he's down right around midfield after a gain of 2, maybe 3. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Let's go.
Tough spot here. 3rd down and 11.
From midfield now, here's Trubisky.
Finding Harris on back-to-back plays.
And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. Here we go. It's Trubisky on 4th down. And it's going to be batted down. And we'll go the other way with the football. The Steelers try it, but they come up empty on 4th down. And the Ravens get the football back and in great shape.
Dobbins running out of the gun.
Now this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
I'm sure that's going to be the formula. Just keep the ball on the ground. Keep that clock moving.
And when you have the lead this late in the game, above all, stay in bounds. Yes, take care of the football. Yes, gain yardage, but stay in bounds and let that clock tick.
Ball on the 36 now. Here's 2nd down and a yard. Jackson going to keep it running right.
And maybe the wrong read there as he's going to go down immediately. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Here's 3rd and 3.
From the gun, Jackson. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Quan Alexander.
And the Steelers are right back in this football game.
At their own 36-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive.
The interception was a great starting point, but now they need points pretty quickly, down 2 scores.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by Ronald Darby. And they finally put it into this return, but not before he's all the way down to the 37. Well, down 2 scores in the fourth quarter. It maybe wasn't quite desperation time, but it was getting close. And that interception there on the deep ball, that probably slams the door on their chances.
And maybe that was the thought process, that it wasn't quite desperation time. So now you take the shot before they're going to lay back any farther on defense. Go ahead and throw it downfield. Unfortunately, it didn't work.
It'll be a gain of 5, and that's going to bring up second down.
Simple drag route here, lined up out left and tried to work his way back across the field. You probably saw me twitch there, partner, because I think he wanted the ball a little bit sooner. By the time he looked it in, defender was right on him.
On second down, a run with Dobbins.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a third down.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. On third down, Jackson. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. They're down here in the 4th, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration. Not a good play.
They'll try to run with Dobbins.
And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1.
This is where coaches have to have spent a lot of time going over situations with their players, because him getting tackled there is not the worst thing in the world. You're going to run more plays, right? Clock's going to go. But his thought process is getting into the end zone. It's counterintuitive for him to actually go down in this spot.
Yeah, but like you say, you don't want to get in the end zone too early here.
No, not at all, because you may leave an opening that could come back and get you.
Another run here with Dobbins.
And he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown.
J.K. Dobbins with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Ravens extend this fourth quarter lead, and they are getting closer and closer to win number 11.
Tucker now to add the point after. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Harris starts the drive on the ground. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
Again, it's Harris on second down.
And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set.
And Trubisky going to change it up.
Here's Harris. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. And I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
Let's go now.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now they'll throw it with Trubisky. It's brought in by Harris. And that's good for a gain of 6, and it'll be 2nd down. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. On 2nd down, here's Trubisky.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Kyle Hamilton picks it, and the Ravens are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 7.
If they had designs of kind of wiggling their way back into this one, that hurts their chances right there.
Man, to put it mildly, we look at the lead, look at the deficit, trying to make a play downfield. Everyone seeking to be somewhat the hero. Didn't turn out that way at all, and you're exactly right. It's going to take a lot for them to have a chance to win this one now.
The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here.
This was a very close ball game at halftime, Charles, but in the second half, that offense kind of kicked things into another gear, and they were able to pull away for the victory.
And, Brandon, I think they're the type of team that just looked in the mirror and said, hey, ton of pressure on, but we're the type of team that can flat out handle it. They stood up with confidence, and made it happen for a victory.
So for the Ravens,
the win here in Week 18 gives them a pivotal 11th win on the year, running their final mark to 11-6.
And now they'll await the final seeding for the playoffs ahead. Meanwhile, for the Steelers,
they wanted desperately to finish above 500, but that will not happen as it is an 8-9 season in the end.
And they can take solace in the fact that this team never quit all the way to the end.